Haven't done this one in a while. This one's going to be on my second channel. If you're already watching this, you already know that. But either way, we're going to talk about what Workhorse did today, why it just plummeted. And if you follow Workhorse, you probably already know the reason. Either way, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for being here, and let's talk about Workhorse. So, guess what happened? You can probably tell by the title of this video, and definitely if you're in Workhorse and you've been following Workhorse, you know it. EV maker Workhorse plummets as Oshkosh wins postal contract. So basically, it fell because they didn't get the contract. Now, Oshkosh, they won it. This deal basically calls for assembly of 50,000 to 165,000 vehicles over the contract. Now, this contract is for 10 years, so it is pretty big. Now, the investment was $482 million. So we're talking about some big money, and this initial investment could be worth more than $5.7 billion in revenue over its 10-year lifespan. So that's huge for Oshkosh. And we're about to look at both charts, but I just wanted to bring this news to you guys to show you why Workhorse plummeted and that this was the reason. Now, in the comments below, let's have a discussion. Do you still believe in Workhorse? Do you still think it's a good company? We all know this hurt Workhorse though. Like, the whole reason Workhorse was pushing up was because this news was priced in that they were going to get it, and they didn't get it, and then that explains the drop. But do you still believe in Workhorse? Do you like the company as a whole? Just let me know in the comments below what you think about that. And if you do like Workhorse, let me know the whole reasons why. List out the reasons, show us some facts. Just don't throw it out because you just like the company. Either way, let's look at the chart. So today it was announced. Now, in the beginning, the overall market was just selling off. So we didn't have this huge red candle yet, trust me. So the overall market was selling off. Great, we recovered a little bit. And then the news came. The news dropped, and bam, so did the stock. I mean, it was horrible. We hit lows of 1246. When's the last time we saw that? All the way back in June of last year. We have not seen those numbers in forever. And then after hours, we unfortunately plummeted some more. We're right at support, right at that 1520 area. When was the last time we saw that? We didn't see that number till November of last year. So it has been quite some time before we even saw that. Overall though, 1509 is the level that we're trying to hold. Now, with this, I mentioned it to other people. I've talked about this. I said I would be careful. I would wait for the dust to settle. There's obviously, we have the reaction that happened today, or we can continue to fall because investors, they've lost complete confidence in Workhorse, because that's the whole reason they were invested in Workhorse for. That's why we saw the downtrend today, and earnings is coming up too. So this may be a rough period for Workhorse. Now, if you believe in the company, if you truly believe what they're doing is great, and they may be getting a potential contract in the future from another big company, great. But still, it'd be very hard for me to back hold if I got in up here. I mean, I can see if you got in at the $20 average, or hopefully you got in over here where we're at right now and you're not definitely down that much. But either way, I would definitely stay alert on Workhorse, how the situation is going to fold out over the next couple of weeks. Now, obviously, the company that got it was Oshkosh. Now, if I can remember the symbol, here it is right here, OSK. So when OSK got that push up, it pushed all the way up to 120. Then we got rejected. But guess what happened after hours? Bam. We closed at 120 in after hours. So that's something important to know as well. Like, during market open, we got rejected when we pushed up to 120. But in after hours, we pushed up, and then we even hit highs of, 127. So that's something important to know as well. That tells you one or two things. Either one, this was just after hour volumes. It wasn't too major. I've mentioned this in videos before. After hours, it's low volume. It's very easy to move a stock up. Well, not easy, but it's relatively easy compared to during market open. Either way, though, it's that option right there, or two, a big investor got in. Typically, what big banks like to do, they like to get in after hours, and this could have happened today. That would explain why, we got that rejection during market hours. So they got in at a lower price and then pumped it all the way up. So that's another theory. Now, this initial reaction on Oshkosh may be just an overreaction, and we may see that pullback tomorrow. So don't jump right into Oshkosh because you think it's going to the moon because hey, they got the contract. It's going up. It could, but it could also get that pullback tomorrow, and just be patient. Wait for that entry, and if you get into it, have that proper stop loss. Just don't get into it blindly. Overall, though, this is huge news. This is still huge news from Workhorse, and I just wanted to bring this to you guys to let you know what is developing with Workhorse. And let me know in the comments below, do you think this is the end for Workhorse, or do you think they still have a future going for them, even though they didn't get this contract? I'm very curious to see your thoughts, and if you're still holding Workhorse, let me know that as well. Either way, guys, appreciate you showing some love on this second channel. Thank you so much for being here. Either way, I will see you guys in the next video.